Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam with Two Dudes Picking. And this video, I'm going to show you what I picked up this week thrifting. Unfortunately, I didn't get a whole lot of thrifting done. Work was very, very busy back at the 9 to 5. I only got to go for one day on my lunch break and then once on the way home from that same day. That was Friday. Picked up a few things, though. They'll be good. Then I want to show you what I sold this week. So let's jump right into it. Don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe. If you enjoy this content, please share it with all your friends. Well, jumping right into the sourcing that I did this Friday on my lunch break, let's start with this Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt that I picked up in the ladies department. It's a woman's small Red Hot Chili Peppers, not vintage or anything. However, I do think that I only paid $1. It was half price week. I only paid $1. But I do think that I can get at least $15 for this, free shipping. I picked up this driver. It is a Emperor Aurelius 9.5 driver. It's not in the best shape, but I can clean it up with a magic eraser. I paid $2 and it'll sell for about $25. If I can get it really clean, it might sell for about $35. Here's a vintage toy that I picked up for $2. It's Big Bird and all the Sesame Street gangs on a spinner machine. It looks like it should make some noise, but it doesn't really make any noise. There's no batteries, there's no motor or anything, no kind of mechanism. I don't think it's really supposed to make noise. I think it's just spins. But it's from 1989. It's a play school. And again, I paid $2 for it. I'm probably going to try listening for $15 plus shipping and see what happens. A pair of cycling cleats made by Garneau. Here, you can see it right there. Garneau. They're in great shape. Excellent shape, in fact. Size 43. They're listed for $10, but they were the color of the week, so I only paid $5. And I'm going to list these for at least $35 plus shipping. These are heavy. They got the clips in them, so that'll help make the sale. Next, I picked up this pair of ladies Nike Reacts, R-E-A-X. Nike Reacts. They're size 6. They're pretty small. Yeah, US size 6. They were originally $5, but they were color of the week at this thrift store, so they were only $2.50. These were going for $25 to $30 plus shipping. They're in pretty good shape too. Got good tread on them still. So I was happy with that pickup. The fact that I found them still there at half price week, which means they've been there for 4 weeks, made me wonder what was wrong with them. But honestly, I did a bend test, and I can't find anything wrong with them. They're not peeling away from the sole or anything, and there's shoelaces look like they're in great shape. I'm going to list them for $30 plus shipping, see what happens. Here's a pair of 501XX Levi's. I've seen an X before. I've never seen an XX. They're in great shape. They're not brand new, though. There's, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but you check to see if they're brand new. Pull the pockets out and see if there's any lint inside. And there's a little bit of lint in here. Actually, there's more lint in this pocket. But that's how I always tell if they're new or not. If they've been washed, they're going to have lint. If they haven't been washed, they won't have lint. But see, this one's got lint in it. That's how I know they've at least been washed once. And even though they feel nice and stiff and pristine, they're not brand new. But they're black color, and they're 501XX 3434. These will go for $25 plus shipping. Another pair of Levi's that happens to be my size, 3830, but there are 560, which immediately pointed to me as something's weird here. And I did some looking, and I looked at the tag, and the tag says 100% cotton made in the USA, and that says vintage to me. So these have got to be something from the 90s, made in the USA vintage. And there's nothing wrong with them. There's no holes, there's no stains. The cuffs look really good. And I'll tell you what, these could potentially go for as much as $40, $45. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with them, but eventually these are going to show up in my sold video, and you'll know exactly how much I sold them for. This is the best thing I picked up this last Friday after my work was over and I was on my way home. It's this in the box still PlayStation 2. Now it's clearly got some tape I need to try to get off. But not everything's in the box. AV cables are not in here. But I paid $20.50. Yeah, $20.52. And I paid an extra $6 on eBay to get the audio video cables to plug into it. But it's got 2 controllers, the power cord. It's got a remote control, which doesn't go for much by itself. I thought it would go for more, but it doesn't. It's got the console in here and 2 8GB memory cards. It's got a little bit of a cigarette smell. I'm going to try to air that out by cleaning it out with one of those cans of compressed air to just blow out all the vents and stuff. If the console was by itself, it would sell for about $80 to $90. But with the box, if I can get all this tape off of it, it could go for upwards of $150. So I'm going to try really hard and be very delicate when trying to get this tape off and see if I can get maximum profit for this. Well, moving right along into the sold part of this video, let's start with earlier this week. I sold this vintage Izod pullover sweater. I paid $4.50 for it, and I had it listed for around 25 bucks. Wasn't going anywhere, so I brought it down. Somebody offered me $19, so I took it. So it sold for $19 plus $5 in shipping on Mercari, and that was a pretty good buy. That's about what I usually sell shirts for. Pay for, sell them for around 20 bucks plus shipping. All right, next up is this vintage Masters ball cap. I picked this up at a yard sale where everything was $1. Check that out in that video right here. This was a Masters ball cap that was all white, not brand new, but it had a few stains on the inside. But somebody paid me $25 for it, and I did free shipping. I was very surprised that someone actually picked it up for that much. I sold this Miami Heat Mitchell & Ness basketball hat. It was wool, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. I have 3 of these. I picked them all up for $1 at a local thrift store called Valley Rescue Mission. And I asked this guy if he wanted any more, and I showed him the other 2 that I had, and he said no. But he bought this one for $15 plus shipping. Sold earlier in the week were these pair of Under Armour boots. This is some retail arbitrage. I paid $53 for these boots at Ross, and they sold for $116 plus shipping. And I made about $45 to $50 on these shoes because I paid so much up front. But that's honestly what I expected, considering that I paid so much up front. But they sold very quick. I think it only took about 2 weeks. Here's a Harley Davidson shirt that I sold for $33, and that was an offer somebody made me. I originally listed it for $35, but this went for $33, free shipping. And I picked up a bunch of Harley button-up shirts for $6 and $8 a piece. This particular one was only $6. But this guy, he actually told me that he may buy another from me if I would honor the same price. I said, sure, might as well. $33. Let's see, 6 into 33. No brainer, right? Here's a pair of Hoka One shoes that I actually bought these for myself, but they didn't fit right. Never owned this brand before, so I thought I'd try it, but something didn't fit right with these. I paid $50 plus shipping, and I ended up selling these for $56 plus shipping, so it's break even for me. I got nothing out of it. It's just got rid of them and didn't have to pay the return shipping for them not fitting properly. And now that's all that I sold on Mercari this week. Let's jump over to eBay. I sold this Tony Hawk American Wasteland Xbox 360 game. Picked this up from a lady on Facebook Marketplace for $5, and I sold it for $32.95 free shipping. I did not realize this was such a bolo, so keep your eyes out for American Wasteland Tony Hawk. I don't think necessarily the Xbox 360 is the only console that you can find this on, so just keep your eye open. Here's another Harley Davidson shirt, same story, different tune. I paid $8 for this one though, and it sold for $32 on an offer that got sent out. And it was polyester, not cotton, and it had flames all down the back and a skull look. It was really awesome looking. I picked up this Enter the Matrix original Xbox game, still sealed, for $5.50 from a local Goodwill, and it sold for $26.95 free shipping within 2 days. I doubt you'll find this very often, is what I'm trying to say, still sealed. However, if it's sealed, it's 25, 26, 27 bucks. If it's open, it was only like 12, 13 bucks. Next thing I sold this week was this power cord to a Bose 321 Media Center. And I picked this up at a yard sale, for a church yard sale, I guess a week ago now, and I picked it up with the media center and a speaker and the interconnecting cable. But I had to part it all out because I didn't get it. It didn't have everything I needed to test everything. So I honestly don't even know if the speaker works. I don't know if the media center works. So I'm gonna have to sell them as untested. But this cable I sold for $9.95 plus shipping. I paid for the cable, both cables, the power cord, the speaker, and the media center. I paid $15. I should make money off of all of this when they all finally sell, but it'll be a while. Here's a big score. A couple of Fridays ago, I picked up this pair of Air Jordan 13 Retros, and they sold for $54.95 plus shipping within 24 hours. This is a youth size 7, so it's like a small men's, big kids. And these Retros, they were hot. I'm telling you, they were hot. $54.95 plus shipping. I might have could have pushed it a little bit harder. I decided to take a chance and not bother washing them because I didn't want to ruin them with the soap or anything, or the rubbing or the scrubbing. I just want to sell them as is, so I took some really detailed pictures. And again, $54.95 plus shipping, sold within 24 hours. Here we have another Harley shirt. I picked up 7 of them in total. This sold for full asking price of $34.95 free shipping. This particular one was an $8 shirt, so still made some good profit off of it. And now we've come into the things that I actually sold over the weekend. It wasn't much, but I sold a few things. After some haggling and some offers, I sold this Lacoste hat, which I bought for $2 at a thrift store. And it's in really great shape. It's the color black. It looks, barely worn. And the size, these tags don't have any sweat stains or anything. I originally listed it for $25 free shipping, and it sold for $20 free shipping. So I'm happy with that. Alright, the next thing that sold was this cute little Tigger. I picked it up a couple of weeks ago at a yard sale for $3. And this is about 24 inches long from here to here. But if you add the tail, it's even longer. It's more like 36 inches. But I'm going to pack this in a poly bag. It sold for $20 plus shipping. Alright, here is the last thing I sold this weekend. I picked this up at a yard sale just last weekend for $5. You'll probably see that in one of my more recent videos. It's a Food Master. It's a vintage food processor. And it's got these cones that have different blades. And you should stay on the lookout for these, because these vintage food processors are money. If you can get them for less than $10, you can sell them for $30 plus. This particular one isn't a very popular model, but it's still sold for $29.95 plus shipping. Some of the more popular models are closer to $45 or $50. So keep your eye out for these vintage food processors. So I thought you might be interested to see how I'm going to pack these items up. I don't have to do a whole lot of protection on the Tigger or on the hat, but I'm going to do some for the hat, and I'm going to do a lot for the food processor. So I'll show you everything that I do as far as wrapping it, packaging it, and protecting it to get it to the new owner safe and sound. Let's start with the hat, shall we? I like to begin by stuffing it with some tissue paper to help, not that it's going to have to keep its shape, but I like to try to make it look like it's trying to keep its shape. So I stuff it up with some tissue paper, like so. And then I put it in a little clear plastic bag to protect it from the box I'm going to put it in. And I don't like putting these hats in poly bags. I put them in boxes, and the reason is because they could get smashed and bent out of shape. I mean, literally bent out of shape. And this way, the customer will enjoy a nice, crisp, clean, pre-owned hat as if it was brand new. I've actually gotten good feedback on both Mercari and eBay on how I package my hats to keep them safe. I'm going to grab an old 11 by 8 by 4 box that I have on hand. I'm going to close it up. That's that quiet Rolo tape. Put the hat inside. Let's see if you can see this. It fits right in, and when I close the flaps, it'll be right at the top of the hat. It's not going to damage the hat at all. And then that is that. Next, I'm going to pack up this Tigger. Now, it can get smashed. It's just floppy and it's smashable and it's plushy. I'm not going to put it in a box. There's no point in wasting it in a box. I'm going to take 2 large poly bags and come from either end and then seal those together with tape. And we're going to start by stuffing Tigger's bum in one side. Like that. So he'll fit there. Now clearly I'm not going to just smash him into this one bag. Technically I guess I could get him to fit, but I'm not going to do that. I think that would be bad ratings and bad advice. So instead I'm going to take a second poly bag, come from the other side, and stuff his head in that poly bag. A little bit easier said than done. Alright, there we have it. That is a stuffed Tigger. Now, I'll use some packing tape. That's how I'm shipping Tigger. Alright, for the food processor. Food processor's got 3 parts. It's got all 5 blades, the neck, and the feet. Now, I'm going to protect the feet with some bubble wrap. I'll protect this with some bubble wrap as well. But these, I'm going to first hold these together with some plastic wrap and then some bubble wrap. Now, this is just this is like pallet wrap, plastic wrap. And it's very cheap. And you can use it a lot. And the point of it is to hold stuff together without a sticky adhesive, because it sticks to itself just like saran wrap would. See, now that's not going to fall apart in the box. I'm also, now that I think about it, I'm going to wrap a little bit around this handle so that the handle doesn't get in the way of packing. Just a little bit. It doesn't need a lot. So now we're done with that. So it's good instead of tape. Roll them up. Wrap again. See? Nice and safe. This is very light, but again, I want to protect it. Like such. Alright, so everything's covered with the bubble wrap. It's almost like professional packaging here, and that's really going to make them impressed when they receive this product. There we go. Alright. So, a box plus some packing paper. Put a layer on the bottom. Get everything to fit inside. I'm going to start with the legs because it's the widest part. Then I'm going to go with the blades. Then I'm going to go with the neck. And there it all fits like so. It's going to fall out if I don't hold it. The blades, the neck, the legs. And then finish it stacking the paper on top. Alright, so you got a little bit of everything in this video. You got some hauling, you got some sales, you got some packing. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe. Gary and I really enjoy doing this and bringing these videos to you, and we hope you've learned something new from us here at Two Dudes Picking. We really appreciate you clicking on our video. Share it with all your friends. Give us a thumbs up. Click that bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. And guys, have fun picking out there and stay safe.